Tusculum 80, LMU 78. Welcome back into the Pioneer postgame with you're wet. You celebrate this. Last time you celebrated like this was the Carson game, rightfully so. And tonight it's another Tennessee rival. How do you feel?
Unbelievable. We were staring down the barrel of 0-3.
Yeah.
You know, you got the number 3 team in the country coming in here. We lost to them several times. But I'm going to say this. I don't think nobody thought we can really win this game.
Yeah.
And the one thing that goes to my assistants, because they kept these guys in the gym and the kids kept believing. And I asked a few guys like KJ to come off the bench. So you got to come off the bench. He was like, I'm okay with that. I told Connor's such a, unselfish kid. When I told him that he was going to start, he was like, no, let me and KJ talk about this. They talked. I'm serious. It's the wildest thing. And then Mekhi Oden, he's been here for 3-4 years, and I don't think he's ever started. And he's been playing, not only like defending and rebounding in practice has been at another level, but his mental has been at another different place. And when you come in and execute like you did, like we did, and defend like we did, that's huge.
6 of 8 for Mekhi, number 1. I did look at it. I looked down and I thought, well, if he wants to make a statement, he's shaking it up for sure tonight. And, when I left Coker and Anadi came up to me and he said, boss, we're going to be better. And I said, we got to be better defensively.
Yes.
And I got in the car and I, 5 hours by myself, just kind of thinking, going through my head. I thought it may have been the worst defensive effort that I had gone back as I tried to tonight was not that. You got into them. These guys responded to you guys.
I told them, everybody, I know we turned the ball over, okay? We had 11 turnovers, and I said, we can't turn the ball over.
Yeah.
You got to have 14, 12 or less. That's it. And I said, what we have to do is weather the storm, and we have to defend and rebound. If we don't defend and rebound, we're not going to win. I said, guys, you could, I told my sister, I said, we went back, we do all these analytics and look at all this stuff, Brian. And I said, but you look at the last 4 games. That's what I'm big on, the last 4 games. I said, besides, what was it, Mars Hill?
Yeah.
Everybody else has been shooting 40%, 36%, 42%, stuff like that. So with that being said, we got to defend and rebound, and that's what we done tonight. You look at the rebounds, we out-rebounded them by 2, but we had 10 offensive rebounds, and then we held them to 30% from the 3, 27% the second half. But I'm going to say one thing. The reason why, everybody gets upset and say it's hot in here.
It is hot in here.
It is hot.
Yeah.
But I've done this before. When you make it hot like this, we get used to it.
Yeah.
Those guys got a little gassed, I thought, and I thought that helped, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we did a really good job of just executing, especially coming down the stretch.
All right, so 2 things to me. To beat LMU, you can't have droughts. You can't have valleys.
Right.
And we did that there. And we lost by 7, 5.
5.
And here we did have that, but our shot selection tonight was probably the best I've seen. And I know that had to be a point of emphasis coming in.
We hit 7 threes the first half. And I told them, I said, guys, it was 7 for 15 from the three-point line the first half. I said, we can't fall in love with the 3.
Yeah.
And I think they kind of understand that now, because we took 7, we made 2, and that's okay. Because before we'd be 9 for 32, 9 for 35. So the shot selection is big, and then going inside, we kind of tweaked the offense a little bit.
Yeah.
We did something that we had to make a change, and that's my sisters. We sat down. I mean, that's why I love these guys, because, Brian, they are not yes men. Me and old Justin and Jackson, and we'll all get in there and go at it.
Yeah.
and so they'll tell me, so we got to change it. And that's what we've done, and it helped our shot selection.
And you started off hot, and that helps too. But I think today, in this particular game, Mekhi, the energy that he brought, the defense that the entire team brought, changing up this or changing up that, the final thing was effort. And it's so funny how just that little thing changes an entire complexion of the game.
I tell them attitude and effort is something that I can't control. But these guys got the greatest attitude and the greatest effort. It's just that when, one of the things, I've said this before on the air, one of the things, how are you going to respond when you don't get the results that you want when you put the work in? And these guys continued on. And they asked me the other day, he said, Coach, we need you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I said, okay, guys, I've been through this thing before. I've been on both sides of this. I've seen it where teams continue to work into everybody else. We're not very good, but they continue to work, and eventually you got to believe and it's gonna work. And I've been on sides where teams just don't do it. These guys, Brian, they work. I can't explain it enough. I mean, these guys work hard every single day. Guys taking back seats. Guys even on the bench. I don't know if you saw it. Kobe came up to me. He said, "Coach, we can't have you." Exact word, he hugged me. He said, "Coach, we can't have you getting emotion in the game with the refs because we feed off that." You can't ask for better players than that. And the kid don't even get to play.
Yeah.
And so with that being said, that was huge. And Ryan, man, I can't. I'm lost for words, man.
If I will say this, Jeremiah, that was a heck of a play. They dialed up at the last. They got a good look for a three. You had to defend every inch of the floor. They never quit. They never died. They showed that heart of that champion, that type of thing. And I think that's what I'm more impressed with. I would have been more disappointed had we lost because I felt like we would have deserved this. I don't know what would have happened if that had happened. And I'm glad I don't have to think about it anymore, to be honest.
Yes.
But I think a lot of it has to do when you have a crowd in this gym. You guys play at an unbelievably higher level.
It's the energy in this gym. Like when it got the technical and we shot he shot those 2 free throws, and I was getting and that crowd went crazy. Because I told you, I think we on the cuffs of my dream is to sell this place out. Like where you come in here, it's so electric. It's gonna happen. But tonight, when you win games like this, you have to. Dr. Gonzalez does a really good bring his band here. We didn't have it when I first got here.
Right.
It wasn't even heard of. Yeah. Just those little things, and then that crowd of football players or all the other teams that came. It's just real good to see because that's what we have to do here is support each other. I try to support every team that we have here, and these kids, man, it's unbelievable. And Saturday, oh boy, we could talk about that later.
We'll talk about that later. Hey, what a great win! Congratulations. The win against LMU is the highest ranked team that a Pioneer team has ever taken down.
Really,
3rd ranked in the country. You've knocked off 4th ranked Queens. You've taken down number 3.
That's wow. Well, I know my wife before I get out here. Honey, you said it. You sent me a text message, and you told me to give you a shout-out on the air. So I am, and thank you for believing in me. And you got to get the check ready because we're going to Applebee's on you, and that's in writing. Yes, she said that.
Because I'm with you.
Yes,
I didn't believe that they could do it either necessarily.
Yes, that's right. I mean, because we haven't been playing well. I get it.
Yes.
But it's just you've done this you've been here way longer than I have. You've seen the teams, but these guys are resilient. They play, and I got the best staff in the country, and that's a testament to them, not me. It's players and my staff won this game.
He's eating good in the neighborhood.
Yes,
Applebee's. That's on the way. Thank you. Good stuff.
Thank you, man.
Good win. Pioneer coach JT Burton, final thoughts, stats coming up with your final. Tusculum 80, 3rd-ranked LMU 78. This is Pioneer Basketball here on the Pioneer Sports Network.